Tonight, the President of the United States delivered a speech that, while it had a lot of buildup to it, didn't really deliver anything new by way of messaging. This is a president who has brought us $800 billion in stimulus spending, who has increased our debt by $4 trillion, and who has presided over an economy in which unemployment has risen above 9% nationally. And yet he's trying to push the same old messages that have brought us to this point. I think this is a mistake. I think what we need is a new, bold economic policy, one that departs from the historical standard of perpetual deficit spending. I think that what we need is to restrict, through a constitutional amendment, Congress's ability to borrow. We need to pass once and for all a balanced budget amendment. This is something that is neither Republican nor Democratic. It's neither liberal nor conservative. It's simply American. It recognizes the fact that, as countless economists have acknowledged, once our debt to GDP ratio reaches roughly 1 to 1, which is about where we are now, we in America can expect to lose about 1 million jobs every single year just as a result of that factor alone. Congress has proven again and again and again its inability and its unwillingness to balance its own budget. Its ability to borrow, which has been so severely abused over such a prolonged period of time, needs to be restricted. The only way to restrict that is through a constitutional amendment, because without an amendment, Congress cannot bind a future Congress. That's why I worry so much about this super committee, that while proposing cuts by the end of this year that may exceed $1.2 trillion, those are cuts that will have to be extended over roughly a 10-year-long period, spanning several Congresses. This could easily turn out to be a smoke and mirrors kind of an illusion. The only way to make those cuts reality is to back them up through a constitutional balanced budget amendment. And that's what I propose. That's what I wish I had heard out of the President tonight. Instead, what we heard was more of the same and very little by way of detail.